Condors, Ryan Holt and Kevin Bartle.
We got the phones, we got the papers, we got the scripts, we got everything going on. We got microphones. We're just happy to be here. What are you doing? Are we doing it like a rap?
I was only joking. I was joking right before we went on. I normally hold the microphone like I'm Bob Barker, and I said today I'm going to hold it like a rap star.
I woke up
like this.
Ryan Holt, Kevin Bartle, thanks for taking your lunch and spending it with us. We'll get the formalities out of the way. But, Bartz, I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning. I caught the Finland game from Sochi. They knocked off Russia. I couldn't get back to sleep, and it was like I was having a panic attack. I had a feeling that today was just not going to be my day, and there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, but that's not to say that today isn't your day. I think
it's a great day.
It's a great day to be a Condor today.
It certainly is a great day to be a Condor. We're trying to tweet. We're trying to do everything at.
In fact,
there's only two of us, folks.
In fact, there's one person who this is the first day he's ever experienced as a Condor. And he hasn't even started experiencing it. He'll learn.
We'll get to that in Holty's headlines. But plenty going on here on the show. That was a teaser. We'll get to that. Check Twitter, check Facebook. You never know. Never know what might have happened. Ryan Holt, Kevin Bartle, and we're back on Condors Unleashed. Glad to be back. I mean, it's been a week off, and I always feel a little empty when we don't have Condors Unleashed. We went to Idaho last weekend and just took the week off.
I always feel like I should be somewhere on a Wednesday at noon when the team's on the road.
Bartle's wallet takes a little bit of a hit because he doesn't get free pizza.
Yeah, I have to buy my own lunch.
Yeah, but Mike Griffith will be bringing by some Mountain Mike's pizza for us. Troy Mann will be here. We'll have a little bit of a different kind of coaches breakdown. We'll just break down the highlights. If you didn't hear, the Condors beat the best team in the ECHL on Monday.
3-0.
3-0. No big deal. You like what I did there?
Yeah.
We'll also have Matt Thurber, Condors, one of the top rookies. I mean, it goes back and forth. Thurber, Shaber. Thurber goes out for a game. Shaber takes over.
Well, I think it goes without saying that he's been a pleasant surprise this season. I don't think anybody predicted the kind of point totals that he's put up this year.
He's been awesome.
But one of the late additions to the Condors roster that I think has helped stabilize the entire roster. I mean, we haven't made too many roster changes at all over the last couple of weeks, couple of months, and it's due in large part to the Condors finding an additional center to get some points.
We'll have him in studio. We'll also have Condors Creative Services Director, Ashley Cox. She'll be our guest picker, and Ashley's got a tough job, not only because she has to deal with all the flyers and print materials and posters and jerseys and slates and logos and whatever. She sits in an office with myself and Bart's, and that can't be fun.
It's not a good spot.
It's not. I mean,
it's not.
I mean, look at us, But Ashley,
you have no idea
how much work
you
she
the
does.
Listeners.
You have none.
You have no idea how much yelling at each other we do on a daily basis.
Yeah, or how much work she does while we yell at each other.
Yes.
It is amazing that this organization still exists despite all the yelling.
All right, you know what it's time for?
But we'll talk some Hockey-Thon jerseys. That's why she'll come on.
I'm cutting you off.
Go ahead.
It's time for Holty's Headlines.
All right, folks. Here on Condors Unleashed, we always like to break news. I said to Bartle earlier, this news is kind of throwing a wrench into my day, and he said, well, why? It's perfect. That's why we have this show, Holt.
It is perfect.
And the more I thought about it, the more I gleaned the wisdom of Kevin Bartle.
This is what it is. You know now what it's like to be a sports guy working for the news. Like, you don't want to wait for the press release. No. You want to go on live TV and shout it from a mountaintop.
At least I don't have Chris screaming in my ear, we have breaking news, we have breaking news. We already knew the breaking news. All right, let's put up the slate if we have it. We have a picture of the newest
Who's that, Ryan?
Bakersfield Condor. I'll tell you who it is. I'm getting to it. I'm trying to see if the tweets are going through. Anyways, the Condors have acquired, Oklahoma City has acquired Greg Miller from the Bridgeport Sound Tigers in exchange for Nicholas Tremblay. What does that mean for Bakersfield? Well, that means that Nicholas Tremblay will be heading to the Bridgeport Sound Tigers and probably assigned to, you can't see me pointing, but pointing to that logo.
That team of which we do not speak.
He'll be heading there. And in return, this guy,
Greg Miller.
Right there, Greg Miller, he'll ditch those
They're not good looking.
ugly jerseys.
They're not good looking.
He'll put on the Condors crest and join the Condors probably in time for this Saturday.
Very good looking.
His first game in Condors Town will be wearing those special hockey-thon jerseys on Saturday.
It's cool. Purple.
The person I feel bad in this whole exchange is Nicholas Tremblay, who has been a great Condor over the last, really a season plus here in Bakersfield. And, wish him all the best, but I hope for his sake that black and yellow he enjoys. I can't imagine he would. I mean, I feel bad. I do. I feel bad.
Well, we wish Nicholas well.
Honestly, in all seriousness, wish Nick all the best.
He's been great. He's scored a lot of big goals for us. He's been playing very well as of late, as a matter of fact. So we wish him well. I'm sure he'll do good.
This is not your only Sound Tigers news. Stay tuned on that. But Greg Miller will be joining the Condors. He's the second leading scorer currently on the Asparagus Lovers roster. What else do they like up there?
Crime?
Asparagus. I got nothing else. They like asparagus up there. We have no more trips up there in the regular season. I'm getting away with whatever I want to say.
They put asparagus in their ice cream.
Yeah, that's a little strange.
It's true, they do.
Yep, so Greg Miller will be joining us this weekend. 38 points, 37 games. He's a rookie out of Cornell, so he's probably a smart guy, you would assume. Lina Rink as well is probably the best small college hockey rink in America.
Fun place. That's a fun place.
Cornell's
to watch
a cool school.
Yeah.
They're all nerds, but it's a cool school. And great hockey and terrible weather. So Greg Miller, newest addition to the Condors, thanks to Oklahoma City trading for him for Nicholas Tremblay. So it was a swapping of the rights, and then Miller gets assigned back down because he's technically under contract with Oklahoma City, but he will be assigned here to Bakersfield. Think of a la Joey Leach and technically Eric Bergdorfer at this point. But that's the news, and Greg Miller will be joining the Condors. So happy to have him in Condors colors. All right, our second Holty's headline. We got the recap. Condors knocked off the Alaska Aces 3-0. You see some pictures, courtesy of the Bakersfield Californian, of Monday's afternoon's victory. Laurent Brossoit picked up his sixth shutout for Bakersfield. Eric Bergdorfer scored 2 goals for the Condors, and Bakersfield won 3-0. Coming up on Saturday, of course, is our 10th annual Condors Fighting Cancer Hockey-Thon. Coming to Hockey-Thon this season, Chris Kushnerek, fresh off defeating cancer. He's back. He's back in Bakersfield. He actually flies in today. Looking forward to seeing Kush. And this was one of our funniest videos I think we've done in a long time. And Kush was a star of it. So if we can roll the video.
Hey fans, my name's Chris Kushnerek. I want to see if you can spell my last name, Kushnerek.
Kushnerek. K-U-S-H, Nerek.
No, I don't think that's right at all.
K-U-S-H-N-A-R-I-K.
You're getting a little hotter on that one. You're going to have to speak up.
K-U-E-I-S-N-E-K.
Here's a hint. The name Kushnerek means physical specimen / ultimate warrior in Ukrainian.
C-Z-U-S-Z-I-N-A-R-I-K. Oh, it's a silent Z.
Nope, nobody got it this time around. I'd like to say I'm a little disappointed in Bakersfield, but here's how we spell it. It's K-U-S-H-N-E-R-I-U-K.
So there you have it. Chris Kushnerek coming back to Bakersfield. Really looking forward to seeing Kush and all the struggles that he had gone through since he was last here in Bakersfield. It's going to be good. He's going to drop the puck on Saturday. He'll play in the alumni game prior to the game on Saturday. That game starts at 5 o'clock Pacific time. Are you going to join me on Holty's headlines? Can we get a shot of this? Are you a man? What's going on?
I'm a hungry man is what I am.
What's going on? We're running a show here.
I thought we're in Holty's headlines, not Bartle's headlines.
You're scripted to provide the Ed McMahon color on this. No?
Just keep going.
There's a lot of color
I
on
can
that
provide
pizza.
color. I can do this. Camera doesn't have to be on me.
So Kush is coming back. Sean Benedam as well coming back to Bakersfield. He'll play in the alumni game, and he's better on one leg than I think most people are on two. So I mean, he's got a gold medal with Canada, Paralympian, and really good to see Venny back in Bakersfield.
Yeah, Venny played for Team Canada the amputee games hockey
Incredible.
team. And that's like cheating, first of all, by the way, for Canada to be able to add Sean Venedam. You know, a lot of those guys are, weekend warrior hockey players. I mean, this is a guy who, he's
a stud.
He's a leader of men, too, by the way. He's a great guy. He was beloved here in Condors Town. He was an outstanding captain. And when the Condors lost him that season, it was a huge blow to the team, to the locker room. And we're just glad to see him doing well, and we'll be very happy to see him back in Condors Town.
So some great breaking news as well. We got Miller coming to Bakersfield. We got Cush. We got Venny coming back to Bakersfield on Saturday night. Get your tickets by going to BakersfieldCondors.com. Pick up a 2-pack. You can get it for Saturday's game and pick any other game of your choosing the rest of the regular season. Save over 20% off box office pricing. Can't beat that. Yeah, I mean, you can't. It's a 2-pack. 2 games. Save over 20%. All right, moving on. Olympic update. Whew. How you feeling, Canada? Edmonton, our fans up in Edmonton, how you feeling? Things got a little hairy for the Canadians earlier today. Beat Latvia 2-1. Yes, Latvia, that proud hockey nation. If you want to know, Kirstis Gudlevskis, and I know I'm not saying that name right, played for the Florida Everblades earlier this season. ECHL guy. Almost stonewalled Canada. Almost single-handedly beat the country of Canada. He didn't, though, and the Canadians will take on the United States in the semifinals, Finland and Sweden on the other side. Bart, do you have anything to add?
Latvia has a proud hocky tradition.
All right, easy, Arturs Urban.
Listen, everybody over there loves the game. They play the game. They grow up playing the game. So they're not...
I'm sure a lot of Norwegians play hockey, too.
No, all the Norwegians are skiers. That's one thing I learned when Lars Peter Nagel was here.
Yeah.
I said, well, hockey's got to be pretty popular there. Nah, everybody skis.
And the Dutch, right? You see them with the 22 medal count up there. I think like 95% of their medals was speed skating. At one point, they had more speed skating medals than everyone else had medals combined, which is pretty impressive. They don't do much else, though, the Dutch. All right, moving on. The Wranglers are going to the Plaza Hotel. Not that Plaza Hotel. That's the Plaza Hotel, I believe, in New York City. I could be wrong, but I'm 95% positive that it is. They're moving to the Plaza Hotel downtown Las Vegas. It's at the north end of the Strip near Fremont Street. Chris stated out it this weekend. He was there. All right, so the Plaza Hotel has 2 towers, and on the 5th floor, there's an open area. There's a pool and a pond. Pond would be good for you.
Natural spring
water. But no, there's a pool and tennis courts. And next to the pool, they're going to build a structure. Think of the Bakersfield Jam building. Very similar to that. Aluminum siding, poles. Like a tent. It's going to be Vegas at the tent.
You've never even been to the Jam structure.
Yes, I have.
Oh, yeah,
I went
that's
last
right.
year with you.
Yeah, you're right.
How easy you forget.
My bad.
I've seen the Jam game.
I'll go back to my pizza.
Actually, Andy Hong, the athletic trainer for the Condors, was the first one to come up with, hey, I know exactly what they're talking about when they say a modified aluminum structure, because he worked for the Jam. Santa Cruz also has one of those buildings as well. It's going to host about 3,500 people seating, and they're going to put a hockey rink there. It's on the 5th floor of the Plaza Hotel in Vegas. I'm thrilled. No, in all seriousness, it's great to have Las Vegas back in Vegas, staying in Vegas. Kudos to Billy Johnson, Gary Jacobs, and the rest of his crew. Doing a great job keeping Vegas in Vegas. It's great for us. It's an easy road trip for us. And we get to go to Las Vegas. We're just going to get to see downtown Las Vegas.
You're really close to Binion's Millions.
Yeah. And
you can go
the
get
Golden
your picture
Nugget.
taken
The
with
Golden
$1 million.
Nugget is over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the, what's that thing called? Where you walk underneath it? The
Yeah.
Fremont Street
The
Experience.
Golden Nugget has the Shark Tank in the middle of the pool.
I'm thrilled. It's a whole nother side of Vegas
It
that
is.
I've only seen once. And
a whole new world
We'll
out
get
there.
to see it plenty of times next season, so we're looking forward to it. Moving on, we told you there was more Bridgeport news. These Bridgeport Sound Tigers, they seem to like Condors players. They took Joel Broda from us today. Joel Broda heading up to the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. He's already in Bridgeport. They play Friday night at XL Center in Hartford against the Wolfpack. And then actually on Saturday, they play in Philadelphia against the Adirondack Phantoms. Adirondack from Northern New York. They'll play down at their affiliate, though, the Philadelphia Flyers, because they have no use for the building right now. So
That's upstate New York.
you're at Northern New York.
No.
It's not the North Country yet. Is it the North Country?
Clarkson is in northern New York.
That's the North Country. But Joel Broda heads up to Bridgeport. Bridgeport is the AHL affiliate of the New York Islanders and also the same team that gave us Greg Miller for Nicholas Tremblay. So Bridgeport has become like Condors Town East, I think.
That's a bit of a stretch.
That's a bit of a stretch.
It's noteworthy that Mr. Miller actually has more points this season than Joel Broda does.
Yes. Miller with 38 points in 37 games. Broda, who's having a fantastic season, just came back from a little bit of an injury. He's back healthy, though. 35 points. So, hey, I don't know about you, Barts, but I'm liking this Miller thing. I don't like Broda leaving. Broda will be back at some point.
It's all right.
Folks.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. Don't send the alarms and don't say your goodbyes to Joel Broda. He'll be back at some point. We just don't know when. Hopefully sooner rather than later. All right, that's it for Holty's headlines. We had breaking news. We had an Olympic update. Cush is coming back to Condors Town. I don't know what else more we could possibly jam in there.
Do I get to eat pizza free of harassment now?
Maybe.
Because there's some pepperoni over there I want.
Yeah.
Let's go to break.
I'm going to one-time some pepperoni. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Troy Mann will join us. We'll break down some video. We'll ask him about a certain picture that popped up on Twitter earlier this week. We'll talk about that more on Condors Unleash, live from the Dignity Health Studios inside the Bakersfield, California. Stay tuned.